ahead of Google 2020 when Prime Minister Modi has had a virtual meeting with Sundar Pichai. That's the big breaking news that we are getting for you. Sundar Pichai has given a special keynote as well, and he says focused on India-focused launches that he's talked about. And right ahead of that, he's had a virtual meeting with the Prime Minister that we can get you the tweets thereof. It goes to show how there has been an outreach. The talks mainly focused on attracting FDI into India and the role of technology giants in turning around the economy in the midst of this corona-induced recession. Let me go across to Athar Khan, who's joining us. Athar, very important for the Prime Minister in the midst of the slowdown to reach out to these kind of corporations who can help rebuild and revive the economy.
Oh, absolutely. This continues the Prime Minister's pattern, really, of keeping in touch with global leaders, especially corporate honchos like CEO of Google, Sundar Pichai. We understand the telephonic conversation included discussions on leveraging power of technology to transform lives of India's farmers and India's youth particularly. Also during this interaction, we understand that the Prime Minister has touched upon the new work culture that is emerging in the times of COVID-19, basically working from home, using more and more technology to make sure that work doesn't completely shut down. The Prime Minister and the Google CEO, Sundar Pichai, also discussed challenges of the global pandemic has brought into areas such as stadium sports as well. And they've also talked about the issues of data security and cyber security. Clearly, these two important issues that have been touched upon between the two leaders, one, of course, being Prime Minister of India, the other is the CEO of Google, Sundar Pichai. This is an extremely important phone call that also reflects that the Prime Minister is keeping on top of things as far as keeping in touch with the new emerging trends in global tech and this new work culture that he's mentioned is concerned. So clearly, the Prime Minister keeping the pattern alive and making sure he is well connected to people who actually shape policy in terms of a pandemic, and making sure that any changes in global work culture as far as global tech and otherwise is concerned is keeping intact.
We'll keep tracking the developments on that front. Thank you so much, Athar Khan.